Good morning, guys. Today we are going to the world famous Laguna Seca. I love this racetrack. Let's go there. Just arrived at Laguna Seca. Look how cool this view is. It's unreal. What are you thinking, dude?
I got goosebumps.
This is nuts.
Legit
This is our official Spencerburg goosebumps. Marco, how are we doing?
It's my first time here in Laguna Seca.
No way. That's awesome. Guys, the views have been doing well, so I've decided to get a new vlogging camera. What do you think? It's a little bit less portable. So this is your first time here, dude?
First time at Laguna Seca.
You've been to Laguna Seca thousands of times on Forza.
I know that every turn.
All of us have. I know all the turns.
On Forza, I know it perfectly. I want to know if I were able to drive the track, if I would be as good in Forza. Highly doubt it.
I think you'd be better in real life.
I don't think so.
Thank you for that.
I don't think
Red is a really spectacular color for the new GT. Wasn't a massive fan on the 2005-2006 one, but it does the lines huge justice. This is something I've never seen before in person. 2004 Shelby Cobra concept. Looks badass. This interior is a combination of really cool and hideous all at the same time. This is my favorite part about every Ford display. They know how to literally steal the show by showing a completely dirty, filthy, destroyed Le Mans car, and that's so freaking cool. This is so epic. Look at the cameras. They need a Le Mans conversion kit for the road car.
Yes, please.
It comes with full dirt and damage. Look how much space we have in the engine bay. There's a massive muffler that sits right there on the road car. I've been to Laguna Seca a bunch of times, but I've never actually been on the track other than in Forza like a million times. We're going up to the Corkscrew in these giant transit vans, praying that we get to take the vans on the Corkscrew. Probably no dice, but we get to walk that. So we're going to the Corkscrew, a very important moment, and this is what my camera looks like. Put a picture of a G7X. And then we've got people with cameras like
that.
That
is one.
Oh my god. That was the world famous Corkscrew. It's a lot more intimidating in person. Oh my god, the secret entrance to the Corkscrew. That's also not very secret, but it has a padlock.
Probably the most exciting corner to get right. I also raced 5 years ago here in the historics. I raced a 1966 Ford Galaxy stock car, drum brakes and everything. And I was leading and I braked a bit, 1 foot too late, couldn't stop it. And I thought, I don't want to spin in front of everyone. So I went down the gravel. So I've done every line possible here. So it's 8-story tall from the top to the bottom.
Oh my gosh. So this is a moment I will never forget. Oh, How stoked are you right now?
This is surreal.
This is unbelievable.
Follow car lifestyle with Instagram.
This is so sad. This is the guy who gave me a ride in his P1. Unfortunately, he was in the lead and his car has broken down. 8 stories of elevation change. Oh my gosh. This is legendary.
All you see is the sky and those trees, so you make a very deliberate turn in, and then as you get to here, you roll the steering to the right, because obviously the suspension's light, and the compression allow you to go, I mean, you can really nail it on the way out.
Yeah, it seems like they're flat out once they're...
It's a whoa as it comes out.
So you're using the curvature of the turn to sort of
absolutely you are. You use it to, but you have to be correct on turn in, otherwise it doesn't.
Right, it doesn't work.
There's no input on the steering. So if you track it through, you come through here and you really don't know your line.
Yeah.
And you can see where everyone bottoms out. Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You don't want to go over that storm drain because that'll actually rip.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I've seen that happen. That's a good destruction.
Boom as they come out. And then, of course, the next left-hander is you carry your speed through this right. It's very easy. For some reason, you never even feel the curving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You
Wow.
might feel a little. If you hit it here, you'd understand off.
And what are all the skid marks over there?
Mistakes.
So they apex to
Understeer.
Thanks, guys.
So you were saying the Corkscrew isn't the hardest turn?
No.
It's the next one?
No, you know, there's always a corner on a track. It's like a hairpin, which for me is like a lockdown corner where you can't over push the car. Because like hairpins, you never make any time up.
Yeah,
You just lose time, right?
Yeah.
So here, you get the braking right, you come through, you get it right. You concentrate on the exit.
Yeah.
but you can only mess it up by over trying, right? You know when you push too hard in the
Yeah, of course.
The next left-hander where you're trying to carry that much speed,
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
just
yeah.
pop fourth gear and you're trying to get there, it was crazy. So that for me is the hardest.
And what about the last corner? Super tight.
Number 11. Well, that's the one you try not. It's all about traction.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And you try to come off there well. And of course, in a modern car, you have your lap comparison time, so you know you're ahead or behind at
Gotcha.
that point.
Yeah,
You can lose it all there. So
Definitely a life goal being out on this track. Talk about the perfect film spot. Normally you've got all this fencing blocking it, but that's sweet. This is the entrance to the event. Look at this. 650S GT3, 1956 Testarossa. You can actually buy one of these for $200. Just kidding. I'm sure it's well over 10 million. Look at the aerodynamics on the 650S race car. And check out the air conditioning that feeds through the mirrors. The Porsche 917 is one of my favorite cars of all time, predominantly because 1,500 horsepower in such a lightweight car. They literally finished laps ahead of the competition. That car is definitely worth somewhere between $10 and $25 million. M1 Pro car next to a 3.5 CSL. Yo, dude, watch out, it's a Mustang. You ever drive around in your car and just think, man, I wish I could stand up inside of it? Well, here you go. We got the Deathmobile. I'll be honest, I don't know a whole lot about building race cars, but this just does not look like a good design to me. Having the exhaust run straight through the cabin, that can't be comfortable. For just a small donation of $1, you too can save an E39 M5. Support Dent. I'm so sad right now. Guys, I bought a whole bunch of aluminum foil and I made myself a car. My favorite car of the show right here. The Grand Marquis with wood paneling. Flawless. It's extremely practical though. Look at the storage space. Could almost fit the Alpha inside of it.
Lap 159.0 on roughly 0.1 of a second slower.
My God. This Porsche is incredible. The pink actually goes really well with the white. Look how wide it is. How about these for doors? They need to make a road car with doors that actuate all the way like that. 365 slicks, and the front tires are 335s, which is wider than almost any sports car's rear tires are. I love the satin finish on the Carrera GT, probably some sort of clear bra over the OEM silver. Gorgeous 959. We've had some crazy stuff happen today. What are some highlights for both of you guys?
I'm gonna say I've seen the rotary race car.
Okay.
That was one for sure. Second one is probably seeing the E30 M3.
All right.
And third one was probably the cake that was here.
Good call, good
Yes.
call. And this is my buddy Gabe from Car Lifestyle. If you are on Instagram, if you're not, then what are you doing with your life? This guy's huge, his page is sick. What about some highlights for you?
I would say the M1.
Yeah, M1 was sweet. I really liked going on the Corkscrew, and really wow, that's so loud I can't even talk. And also that Grand Marquis with the wood paneling.
Yes.
Off the charts. Back at the room with Gabe and Spencer, and we're thinking, we've been doing a lot of work. We gotta have some fun and go for a drive. So we're taking out the M3, we're taking out the Huracan, we got the green car, we got the orange car, we got three guys who, you know, I don't know where I was going with that. So let's just go to the cars. Yeah, let's just go car spotting. Oh my God, is that Spencer Burke? Is that photographer?
Whoa, is that vehicle versions?
No.
Oh, okay. See ya.
Look alike.
Is that a Huracan or is that that's a...
No, Aventador.
Oh, that's...
I haven't driven this one in a while.
Hurricane.
A Hurricane. Rocky like one. Pulled into the Spanish Bay parking lot, also known as Car Spotting Heaven. There are the most ridiculous cars always right in front of the Spanish Bay entrance, but even just in the lame overflow parking lot, there's things like a beautifully colored 570S. We just saw a GT4C Lusso. There's of course your car, and then there's your wannabe GT.
Dude, please, yes. All day long.
That is gorgeous.
Something about this car, dude, it's just like...
Okay, speaking of random finds in the overflow parking lot, this is a Jag XJ220. I think I've seen one of these before. Unreal. The DB11. The depreciating queen with high lease prices, but I still love you. I'm sorry, dude, but your California has a cover on it, and this GT2 doesn't, nor does the XJ220. Oh, classic Ferrari. Tell me a little bit about this sticker on the F12.
From what I know, they did this sticker as like a heritage livery for the new F12.
The hideous livery?
Yes, dude.
This is the douchiest thing I've ever seen. I had no idea, honestly, when you look at it, I had no idea it was a Ferrari until this. Thank you. I can see why it's 18 grand, honestly.
Now you know, and now this option's something crazy, and it's a sticker from Ferrari, but they charge a ton of money for it.
But I'm gonna print that and put it on my Huracan.
Well, it's gonna cost you 18 grand, unfortunately.
No, my friend has a printer. It'll cost me about $2. Turns out we didn't actually have to leave to go car spotting. I mean, 488 Spider, Huracan, Grand Sport. We got a Giulia, a Turbo S, a GT3 RS, some stupid colored orange BMW.
Get the hell out of here.
Oh my gosh, is that a Focus?
No way. Look at
Dude,
the wheel.
that's a Focus. Look at the...
Look. Those are 16 inches.
Dude, those actually, that's a standard wheel on the 488.
Oh, I thought that was a clear bra. That's just the bumper.
Okay, darn. Disappointing. Car week has come to an end, and thankfully my friends waited for me on the side of the freeway because I lost my charger, my phone's almost dead. Now we're gonna caravan back to Southern California. Pit stop round 2, and randomly, we bumped into Hoovie's garage. I didn't recognize him at first because I thought he had a Porsche, but I guess the Porsche didn't get finished in time. So you know what? He decided to just impulse buy a C36 AMG. That's like, dude, how much did you get this thing for?
About a little over 5 grand.
That's gonna be a great title. Buying the cheapest C36 in America.
Yeah.
Straight pipes. Gone wrong, not clickbait. Look at this steering wheel. This is factory. I like the gauges.
The wood trim.
The wood trim,
Bro.
very sexy.
And, oh, the Rouge.
The Rouge?
says 90 like a Rouge leather.
Oh, of course, of course. This is actually the first production AMG car. Before that, they were a tuning company, kind of like Dynan. We're not directly associated with the brand, just working in conjunction, but I didn't actually know that this was the first AMG car. That's cool. If you guys haven't heard of Hoovie's Garage or seen him yet, check him out. He's a good dude. Rolling in a pretty awesome squad right now. We got the Z06, the M2, the M3, and the Huracan. Definitely breaking some necks as we're going through town. It's getting colder. It was like 95 at the start, now it's 69 degrees. We're like perfectly aligned. Oh shit. All right, let's roll out of here. 18,000 miles on this bad boy. Driven about 700 super hard miles on the supercharger so far, with absolutely no hiccups, no flaws. I'm in love with this thing. The extra power is fantastic. The passing power is immense. You can definitely feel a slight difference in the 0 to 60, but it truly is after the 60 mile an hour point where the car thrusts you back like it's in second gear throughout the rest of the gears. Normally the route back from Monterey Car Week is packed when I would go up to Northern California. But since I live in SoCal now, the route down is super low-key and easy after the week's done. Car Week is so crazy. I mean, it's the only place on earth, other than maybe Top Marks in Monaco, where you start getting bored of seeing things like Aventador SVs and F12 TDFs. The only things that stand out at the end of the week are the hypercars. And honestly, after a week at Monterey Car Week, I always take a week to decompress, to drive a bunch of average cars, to convince myself again that the normal cars in this world are also still cool, and it doesn't have to be 11 Koenigsegg's in one place to get you stoked. It's just such another level that you don't get to see at any other time. You gotta come back down to reality, otherwise you're gonna seriously be disappointed with car spotting in the future. That awesome retractable wing on the Panamera Turbo. I do like the way those look now a lot more than the old one. With this exhaust, because it's not valved, it definitely is a lot louder. Now at above 4,000 RPMs in any gear, it'll be 7th when you're cruising on the freeway, the valves would open on the OEM exhaust and it would be loud no matter what. But in this case, it's about as loud as then at any RPM. Interestingly, I thought that my car would get horrible fuel economy because, well, it was already terrible and then the supercharger was gonna make it worse. But you know what's worse than my car? The Z06 is actually getting way crappier fuel economy. I'm at half a tank right now. We filled up at the same time, and James is at a quarter tank. Honestly, I'm starting to think that the supercharger actually didn't reduce the fuel economy all that much. It was only because I was doing very long road trips, driving very quickly, like on Fuel Run, that the fuel economy sucked. It is absolutely gorgeous out here. All right, James, let's have a gas mileage duel. I think you're winning so far in terms of having shittier gas mileage. It's hard to do, but you actually get worse fuel economy than me, I think.
Bro, once I punch it...
It's that displacement.
Huh?
It's your displacement. You got big cylinders, boy.
You know what they say about big cylinders? Bad fuel economy.
Hey guys, how's it going?
We're gonna do an up-close and personal look at Chris's sunglasses.
Special thanks to the Sunglass Hut of
Charlotte, North Carolina. Without further ado, Saab Kyle, actually, I love your videos and you are a big inspiration for why I started. So, as much fun as it is to kind of make fun of your intro, you can make fun of me all you want. I've got like so many things to make fun of. My lips are chapped and thankfully, Rob gave me this DCT high performance chapstick.
Faster than manual, bro.
Faster than manual chapstick. Wow, more super cool looking roads. There comes Jamie. Comes the M3. Come on, Alex. And the M2. 122 miles to LA. Out on the beautiful coast right now. It's fun to see the difference between my car now after being supercharged and how it was stock. So my buddy James with the Z06, our cars basically from a roll were pretty much identical. After the supercharger, well, they're not identical. Holy crap, it's Santa Claus Lane over there. I didn't know Southern California was so close to the North Pole. Geez, I guess global warming really is happening faster than we'd all like. The North Pole has moved straight into Southern California. Look at that cliffside. Secure orange is such a gorgeous color. Hello, James. Becca, is that you? Becca, your Becca, your surfboard's falling out. It is out of this world how gorgeous this sunset is out on the coast right now. Cruising with friends after an incredible weekend. This is definitely a good way to end it. Looks like Hawaii out here. What up? This minivan is hauling to come say hi, I think. Or they're just driving really fast. Yep, the minivan is legitimately lane splitting and going faster than a Lambo and a Corvette. I feel so bad for Alex in the M2. I don't understand. He just got pulled over and he gets pulled over more than anyone. He wasn't even doing anything wrong. This is like the 6th time I've watched him get pulled over. Why does Alex have the worst luck in the world with cops? What did he even do wrong?
So, okay, when you guys made the left, you guys punched it.
Uh-huh.
A cop pulled up right behind you.
Oh, right behind who?
Me.
Oh.
We got off the freeway. So it must have hauled into him.
Oh. Well, Alex getting pulled over gives us this beautiful scenery to take some pictures. Honestly, I'm just kidding. That sucks, dude. Alex just got a license plate ticket, except none of us have license plates. And we all passed the cop, and the cop actually went behind me and James, didn't pull us over, and then pulled over Alex, who was in the front, who also didn't have a plate. What the hell? All right, dude, what was your favorite part about Car Week? This is Rob, by the way. I just cut you off.
Yes, this is me. On the way to Laguna Seca the first day, I was with my buddy, we were in the Z06, and next to us pulls like an older, beat up Mustang, like maybe a late 90s, and he looks at us and we look at him, and I can tell he's a car guy. And so he was really digging the Z06, and I was really digging the fact that, he's there, he's in his Mustang, but like, he's all about cars. So we could see eye to eye like that. And then, you get guys like the guy who had the P1 GTR. Cars exponentially more expensive than both the Z06 and Mustang. And yet he was able to, tell my buddy with the Z06, hey, I love your car. You know, it's not about how expensive the car is. At the end of the day, everybody's a car guy. You know, we all share one passion for the automobile, and that's something that everybody can kind of connect on like a personal level.
Funny enough, I actually met him at Bondurant Racing School.
This is true.
And it wasn't until like a couple months later when they were like, oh, we're bringing Rob over or whatever. And I was like, oh, Rob, cool, I'll meet some guy, Rob. And then I'd already met him.
Yeah, and they were like, wait a second,
dude,
hold on,
from
I know
Arizona to SoCal.
You know me. Like, oh, dude, we're Bondurant together. It's crazy. Crazy experience.
We're a happy family. Back at Alex's with the S-Class Ambient Lighting Edition pool.
The bachelor pad.
The bachelor pad. Back at my place, honestly, this has been such a fantastic week, and none of this would have been possible if it wasn't for you guys. I'm so thankful beyond words for the opportunities you've allowed me through me making videos and you guys watching, and special thanks to Michelin for providing awesome content opportunities as well as just brilliant housing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like always, please browse the channel and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next video.